Hey Aries, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for September 25th, 2025. This is for Aries. Last shuffle coming out for Aries. Let's see what's going on. So Aries, what we have is friends and colleagues. We have great achievement here. And this tells me that right off the rip, there's people in your space right now that are achieving great things, right? These are people that are having a hard time also just, it seems like they have a hard time believing that they will achieve or be better or do better. Whatever they're doing it so that other people would say that they're doing well. Oh my gosh, Spirit's bringing this up. Okay, here's the deal. It's because of them being in your space. These are friends and colleagues. These are people you may work with. These are people that you may be friends with. You may work with your friends or made friends at work. If they seem like they're living this amazing life, the truth is completely opposite. Don't follow in their footsteps. If they're telling you, "Oh my gosh, my life is so great. All I had to do was, you know, switch my car insurance to Geico, and I saved a bunch of money." Don't listen to them. They're saying that, but their life is nowhere near whatever the heck they're saying it is. They're doing it for the social image. They're doing it for the approval of others, for other people to be like, "Oh heck yeah." They're trying way too hard too. This is unnecessary stuff they may be saying. Um, they want you to believe that their life is peachy and that they're this the limit, sky's the limit, child. We're just doing so well over here. They're not. They're attracted to you, maybe not attracted physically, like, oh my gosh, Aries, I can't get enough of you, right? And they may be. I see that too. I see a lot of attraction. You may even be attracted to what they're bringing, what they're talking about, because it's like, wow, that sounds crazy. They seem like such a responsible, good person. They've got it all figured out. The truth is that they are broke. They are struggling. If they have a very nice car, a very nice home, they got these credit cards in their wallet. They're all maxed out. Everything is they're robbing Peter to pay Paul in this mess. Just so you know, Spirit wants you to understand something about them, because you may be going to work and you may be sitting here like, oh my gosh, they just living so fabulous. No, they're not. No, they're not. They are doing this simply because they're in your space and they want to be seen as someone that you respect. You must be held in very high esteem. They may value your approval more than anyone else. They value that feeling or that thought, that look that maybe you give, like, wow, I'm impressed. They value that. So they're going to try really hard to get that impressed feeling or look again. In reality, their life is about to hit an iceberg. Their Titanic of a life is about to hit an iceberg. And Spirit wants you to see that. They want you to make your peace with your life. This person or these people need to make peace with their past, truly. But something's about to end for them. And you need to believe that your life is already very extraordinary. Don't fall into the trap of people walking around talking about their life is great. And then all you got to do is try it. No, don't try it. No, don't. No. Don't follow anyone's advice at this point when it comes to what's going on with them. They're being urged to be honest with you. They're being urged to be honest and to kind of like make light of their financial distress, but they're not. They're just digging themselves further in a ditch. In reality, these are people that are just, they're bored with life. Like, they go home and they get on their computer and they eat their ice cream. And no offense to anyone who does that, because I find that to be quite relaxing sometimes. But there's something about them making their life seem more exciting than it truly is. And a Spirit has been pushing them to be honest with you for some time now. Stop overdoing it. Stop hyping your life up to be better than what it is, when it's already great just how it is. So what? We have financial issues. Everybody does. I know a handful of people that don't stress about finances at all. They could just throw it in the bag. They don't care. Whatever, just charge it on this. I know people like this now, currently in my life, right? I'm not like that. I'm counting pennies. I look, if only y'all knew, if you don't take 50 cents off, I just gave you a coupon and you miss it, I count, because life is difficult and I have to. But most people, most people do in this economy here in America. But I know some people that don't. But they don't blast it on Front Street like, I don't. It doesn't matter. I don't have to do that. I've actually maybe only met like one or two out of the 10 that I know that that may be that way. Like I, oh my gosh, I mean, it's not that deep. It's not that big of a deal. I literally had a conversation with this woman one time, and she was talking. Well, it was me and a group of people, and she was like, "Yeah, my mom borrowed 25,000 like a month ago, and then she needed 5,000 again, and it's not the." And I was like, my eyeballs almost fell out of my face, and they were looking at me like, "What?" I was like, "What?" $25,000 they borrowed. She was like, I don't even, it's not about the money. I don't really care about that. It's her attitude after. It's like, I don't care. She can have it. I mean, 25,000. I mean, that's not a big deal. It's like pocket change. I'm like, what? Girl, can I be a part of your family? Hello, I need to be adopted. I'm joking. I'm joking. Y'all know me and my jokes. But the thing is here that these are people that need to start acting on an idea. If they would just act on an idea and stop acting as if their life is so much more extraordinary, it's almost like saying, "Yeah, I ride unicorns all the time." Meanwhile, you know what I mean. Meanwhile, you have a, you know what I mean. You're at home with a, like, you have an idea to put two wheels together, and it's like an invention to move, to continue to move forward. I don't know how else to put this, so I apologize for stuttering on this, but they're giving me this vibe of someone making their life seem very fantastical. That's, if that's a word. And in reality, their life is pretty mundane compared to what they're saying, but it's actually quite extraordinary anyway. But they have an idea that they need to put action to, and but because of what they say about their life, they're losing interest in their idea, which their idea is amazing, and now they're about to run into some trouble. They're being asked, spirits asking them or pushing them to open up to you and tell you the truth. So you may catch them looking kind of like, mm, stressed, distressed, worried. The great achievement is Page of Pentacles and the Fool. They learn something that would give them, it almost looks like just being with you, they learn something that gives them inspiration to work on an idea, but they've already made everything that they're doing so much better than this idea that they may lose focus on it. They may not take it as seriously, which is a travesty. The new beginnings is the Five of Wands and the Six of Swords. The new beginnings for this energy would be very difficult. It seems like it would be a struggle for them to move on, move forward. They could be very successful. Spirit wants you to know that you're extremely successful in their eyes. You may be doing way better than them, and they just want to, not necessarily, this is not a one up. This is to feel like, if I'm in Aries life, if I was Aries and that was in Aries shoes, my life would be so amazing. So they're trying to make it seem like it's even better than that. So their new beginnings is going to be quite difficult, it seems to me. That they're going through a cycle where they're struggling with kind of like really moving past some of their issues. But they're going to be successful if they believe they could be successful and stop trying to seek everyone's approval. You may know who they are just by the fact that it seems like you're like, oh, who, John? John's living it up. He lives on a yacht. He has this and that. Meanwhile, it's a little fisher boat, and he's exposed to the elements, and it's tethered somewhere because the engine doesn't work anymore, and blah 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 blah. It's like this is someone who they need to just be honest, so they can really start from an honest place. Present power, and then they may be living above their means to be able to prove to everyone that, yeah, I do live well, so I'm maxing out my credit card for a lunch that I know I can't pay, and I need this for gas. Like, their strength right now is that they may have more freedom. If they can, it's almost to say, like, without all of those frills that they say they have, they actually have more freedom. Those that would say, oh, I own my own home and this and the third. You actually have more freedom when you don't own the home, but you also have security when you do. There's pros and cons to everything, but their strength is that they have a lot of freedom and they can make their life whatever they need it to be. But that's their present power. They're also very charming, has the gift of gab. Their eighth house and 10th house is being highlighted. Usually that would tell me that your eighth and 10th house is what's influencing this energy. So that would tell me that there's a lot of things that begin and end. And it's almost to say, due to your reputation, some things stop and some things start. So what usually stops when you with your reputation, what may stop is trauma drama. When you step into a room, it feels like you call people to a higher level of something. And then what begins is a sparking the inspiration to live a better life or to live a new life. And so you want to look into where that is, where people are. It may unduly influence some people around you. Like, I no longer want to be this person. I want to be that. And so Spirit wants you to understand that there are some people in your space that would pretend their life is so much better. And I also see today with communication as well, it's very difficult because it seems like there's going to be a ton of misunderstandings. Um, it's a lot of social action, a lot of movement, but people may overthink everything that you say. They're too hyper focused on your words, and so that's something that you want to pay attention to when you're speaking. Yeah, that's odd, but I'm just gonna leave it here because what in the world, right? You could be dealing with another Aries or a Taurus or a Libra. Those are the main signs. I'm also seeing you could be an Aries Taurus cusp here. I'm also seeing Leo Virgo cusp. hmm Virgo Libra cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.